Hello, my name is Michi Wohlleben. I'm German, 24 years old and mountain guide, alpinist. First time when I climbed a little bit fast was the second time on Eiger. We climbed it in 10 hours with teenagers at this time. And there I already noticed that it's fun to climb light and fast. And then we developed the next time we climbed it in 5 hours 10 minutes, and this made I had a lot of fun, I think, and now I really like, for example, with Luca Lindic last year in autumn we did China on droite from the valley in one go, up and down, and that's a lot of fun, I think, to do the things fast. I don't know really why. We climbed first from the valley, from Chamonix, directly to the Les Droites, La China, from the valley up to China, and went down. And 2 days later we climbed the direct Dru couloir on Les Drus, or Dru, Nosfeld. We are quite happy together, I think. I was last year also in Slovenia for 1 week, which was really nice to meet all the guys and train and climb there. So it was, yeah. He's also pushing hard, it's nice to see. And for me, to be in this team was really perfect because I was 16, I was the youngest, and as it is always, I think, the youngest climbers in a group or youngest people in the group, they're developing the fastest. And I had also the feeling that I can learn from everybody. All of them were more or less stronger than me, and I could look what they do and just try to make the same. And for me it was perfect with trainers and everything, so I learned a lot and developed myself a lot. I was with my parents always on trekking or walking in the mountains, but I wanted to climb, and then I went in a group of the Alpine Club because I was really now I have weeks, or I have sometimes 1-2 weeks where I don't climb, and it's good for me. But at this time, when I was 7-8 years, I had to go to climbing gym 2 times a week, otherwise I wouldn't have been happy. I don't know why. I always had these magazines and watching like Wolfgang Gülich, Kurt Albert, what they do, and was really, I loved climbing, and still I love it. But I know that there's something else also. Childs have always their, I don't know, heroes or something, and definitely Wolfgang Gülich was a hero for me, and also Uli was some time a hero for me. Before I had the child, I said, okay, we go, and now I think first about, and then I also go, but I think it's a little bit more risk. Sometimes things are happening and they're good like they are, so I'm happy with everything. If my son wants to climb something like Eiger, I would allow him to go with me, but not with friends or something probably. You're developing, your personality is changing a little bit, and also probably I always say the active risk management is a little bit less. I did one time something like a regional competition, and I was there and I was really bad, and since then I never went to competition because I had so much frustration from this competition that I said, okay, it's nothing for me and I don't need to go. And also I have to say I was strong, but not at all strong like real good climbers. I climbed with 16 my first 8A plus, with 17 8B, with 18 8C, so not super crazy strong. I would like to climb 9A maybe in my life. This would be like a really, because my big hero was always Wolfgang Gülich, and still he is, so, and he climbed this Action Direct, and it's the first route in the 9A grade, so maybe, I don't know, in 2-3 years I will focus probably 1 year on sport climbing and try to climb a 9A. I think next year we go on expedition, and maybe 2 years, 3 years later I try to climb 9A. It would be, for me, it would be really like a personal challenge or something to try to climb a 9A in my life. I've been twice in Pakistan, 1 time Nepal, and yeah, I had some bad expeditions, but I will go back definitely because it's interesting me, that the mountains are fascinating me. For me, Dhaulagiri was quite logical to go, because the year before I was on Yirishanka. It's 6,000 meter peak in Cordillera Huayhuash, very technical peak, and there I noticed, okay, the altitude is good for me in 6,000 meter, but I want to have experience in the higher altitude. But to test it, I think the best way is to go on an easy mountain and see how you behave. And the next step is to go to a difficult mountain. And that's why I went to Dhaulagiri. There I could look how my body is accepting the altitude, and now I know it. And it was perfect, the experience of Dhaulagiri. When I went to Dhaulagiri, I was more or less alone. I had no partner. I was on a commercial expedition, but alone. I used their logistics, and I had really difficult feelings, because I thought, I'm not so motivated, and I go now to an easy mountain and everything. But I really have to say, when I've been in the base camp, I was really motivated, because I saw this big mountain, and somehow it motivates me. It's the same if I stand before the Eiger, I'm always motivated. I don't know why, but probably it's because of the size or the massive or some energy. And also for Dhaulagiri, I was really motivated once I was in the base camp, although it was only a very easy mountain. In the rescue of Juanjo, a lot of time was just wasted because of bureaucracies, or even in Camp 1 there were Sherpas and they didn't want to go up to Juanjo at the same time when the accident happened, which was for us in the base camp a kind of difficult situation, but there were also reasons why they didn't went up, but still difficult to understand. This was definitely difficult. But it's also difficult to say this was wrong, this was wrong, this was wrong, this was wrong, and I also didn't went up. But yeah, it was a really, I know all the people who were involved know that what happened didn't need to have happened. There would have been a try, would be better to try more.